Alright, we should be live. Looks like it's working. Welcome to the show. I mean, not really much of a show, so much as, you know, witnessing something. Something great. Here we go. Forge mode. I think you've already got. I left open Master Chief collection in that same match all night. If you saw the previous, the previous episode, you'll see I was staring right there last night too. It's just a little laggy as it wakes itself back up. I saw it's not using all of my RAM that it was using yesterday. It was only using like 3 RAM. It must have gone idle in some way. Let's not waste all of that ammo. Not that that really matters. Why is it doing that whenever I hold down the Alt button? Anyway, I'll just do it this way. Alright. My files, Waterworks, play. I was playing a little bit with it after the stream yesterday. Didn't do a lot of building out. What I did was I messed with the textures, and I figured out a way to get that discoloration on the slopes where the bottom portion that's orange and, checkered, you change that to your texture you want, and the top one you change it to the same texture, and it's a little bit lighter. It looks a little weird. I basically figured out how to get rid of that. There's still faint, but you have to know what you're looking for. You have to walk up to it and look at it and really examine it to find out, to even notice it's there. I'll show you. Before it was still pretty obvious, but check this out. Look at this. You can't even tell. It looks like I went and deleted and put a block and then put one of these, which is what I almost did. I was just about to do it. And then I decided, well, let me take a look at what I've got, and I found a setting that does it. Now, I have some examples out here. This is how it was before. I mean, I had dirt over it, so it's kind of hiding it. But this is what we're looking at now. It's way better. So this is it with no real changes. I mean, it's a subtle change here, but only to get rid of the dirt so that you can really see what you're looking at. Close. Transform object. Okay. So you got design grid. Color is set to a... Oh, wait. Why is there a color set at all? Strange. Shouldn't have anything. But anyway, over here, you can see that this color, okay, this is what I had before. I had set it to this light gray before, and it had sort of gotten it closer to the color. Actually, it might have been like this. I think that's what it was. I had it like this before, where it was close, but you could see that there's like a blue hint over here, and a sort of an orange hint over here. But this one is nearly identical, and there's a reason for that. What I did was, you can still kind of see the difference in the dividing line. But if you, I chose this color. This brown right here. If there was a slightly more, like, very faintly more orange kind of brown, then it might actually work better. This one looks like it works really well. But here's what you do. You set that, but you don't just set that. After you set this, there, look, I'll go over here, watch. You look at this one, it has color, is design grid, or the swatch color, color spread, metal, and roughness. If you go over here, it has swatch color, color intensity, color spread, metal, and roughness. This color intensity option doesn't appear unless you apply a color here. So you won't even know it exists until you've done it. So first you have to fuck it up by putting in some kind of color that doesn't look any good at all. Then, after that, you can change the color intensity. So if you change the color intensity, here's a 0. Which, does that work even better? Huh. Didn't really try that. Oh man, that's dumb. Went down to 10%, went, man, that looks so close. And then I just stopped there. That's crazy. So there is a color. Basically what I'm saying is that this one has a color applied, no matter what you do. Even if you remove the color, it appears to be, there's a color applied. So if I go here, and I set this to Forerunner C, and I go here, and I set it to Forerunner C, you end up with this weird difference. There's a color applied over here, you know, no matter what, even if you don't want there to be. If you select a color, and then you get out, and you go back in, that appears, and you set it to 0, now there's no color. So, I think there's it might be a bug that's causing this. But, basically, yeah, I'm gonna probably make a little tutorial to explain that, but right now, I'm not gonna go through the trouble of making a tutorial. What I would end up doing if I did that would be wasting the time that I have to forge. So instead, I'm going to, first off, bring both of these down to 0, which will completely eliminate the discoloration. That one is not the same as this one because I had applied that rust texture thing to it, and this one hasn't been changed at all, but we don't really have to change the color chosen. We just need to go down to 0. Wait, what? Select a color. Wait, what is happening? Okay. There. Now it is the same. Now we can finally move on from that terrible effect. That means we can finally do it here as well, which will get rid of that horrible... Yes, there we go. I think that, maybe we can decrease the scratch amount. Because a few scuffs up there would be good, but not too much. Anyway, we need to also figure out the placement, which actually won't be too hard. I'm going to finish out this wall so I can just copy the whole wall over and place it over here. This one is going to be done the same way as the other one. But yeah, now we can pull it up over here. We've got... there we go, Blender. Now, if you've tuned into the other episodes, you know that this is actually Waterworks from Halo 2, already, like, pulled straight from Halo 2. And in Blender, a 3D modeling software, a free one, that anyone can download and learn to use. I'm already familiar with the program, so this has become a very easy additional tool for me to make this one-to-one. I've been eyeballing it, but I've been eyeballing it by studying, by lining it up here and going over there. Now, this is without lighting. This is actually the lighting of the scene in the game. I mean, excuse me, in Blender, which is not the lighting of the scene in the game. So we've got no lighting, which is usually what I'm going to be looking at for texture. And then we've got this, which is what I'm going to be using for geometry, which is basic, you know, setup. You're going to see me using this a lot. Now we've got that slope set up, but honestly, I don't know. Let me see. Let's go back to Master Chief Collection and go inside the room. So that sloped ceiling is flat, and this room is a large chamber. That sloped ceiling is flat. That is also a 45-degree angle, so you're going to be able to repulsor yourself up there and stand there in the current version of the map. That's pretty interesting. I don't know. You know, in the one-to-one version of the map, I'm definitely going to have that. The question is if I should keep that for the other one, because that's a really kind of OP place to hide. And the real problem is that it's, once again, one more thing about this building that's not really balanced. I'll have to really judge and weigh all of the effects, all of the, you know, imbalances that are in this building and see if I can keep some of them, like that area. Grapple hook up there, snipe bases, super easy. Not really what we're going for, I think, in terms of balance, but it's a big team battle map. Doesn't need perfect balance because there's not really much. Big team battle has a lot more random effect to it. Anyway, let's go back to Blender. If we go over to, oh, we're on it. Here we go. Back to Blender. We can, where we are right now is we've got this wall. We don't have the roof. We need to build out this middle area, but actually we have the ramps set up, so we actually have the width, the correct width already set up. Oh, I didn't notice this. This is cool. That's a cool feature. I'm probably going to want to try to figure out a way to keep that, which shouldn't be too hard, actually, because if I just put a block there at the angle and then let it clip into the wall and then let them all clip together right here, it won't create Z-fighting because of the angles, and that'll work out just fine. And if you don't know what Z-fighting is, that is whenever the textures are layered on top of each other because the two models are occupying the same space, and the renderer is trying to figure out which of the two textures is supposed to be rendered, because they're both in the same spot, and so every frame it basically switches. Or every frame it renders one and then the other, and then one and then the other, and so you end up with this sort of flickering effect. But be nice if, like, somehow you could just click a checkbox that just says this one is the priority. So whenever they go to render, it goes to render two in the exact same spot. It could, like, recognize that and just prioritize one of them. It'd certainly make Forge pretty advanced to have that. I don't remember if it was on stream or off stream. It might have been after my stream ended a little early yesterday by accident, not because I meant to or wanted to, but because it was just kind of I hit a button that was the hotkey for turning off the stream, and I didn't intend to. And that was a mistake. Okay, so we've got, you might see that little faint line right there, and then it goes up a little bit further, and then the whole thing goes up this way. We could actually place that, and that might help us line up this edge, which will help us, will help us line up this triangle, and then help us that, and everything. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, I found this rust texture that I like a lot, and I think we might replace all of these blocks with those. I'm probably going to do that off stream sometime since it'll be kind of boring. But what I mean, why I'm bringing that up is that now I am going to select this. I'm going to duplicate it for the texture. And then I am going to bring it up. And I'm going to scale it in. And make essentially that upper part of the column. You know what? No, I'm gonna have to use one of those. Interesting. Okay, that's fine. Not that button, this button. This one. And the reason is because I don't want it to clip through. We're gonna be looking at this, and it's going to go like that. Wait. No, I'm being dumb. Undo all of that. Bring it back. I'm just being dumb. Because I don't want this any wider. It is actually the same width in the model, I believe, as that. So really, we don't have to worry about that gap forming. Oh, jeez. Let's undo that and turn it around. And then scale it. Don't have to worry about that little corner getting messed up because it will. There we go. There. And they actually do have it slightly wider. So I'm glad that that works out with the way that Euclidean geometry works. Okay. Snap that in. Euclidean geometry being real life geometry. There we go. Now that is probably what's going to actually look like in the end, which is going to feel a lot more like Waterworks, first of all. And second of all, is going to drastically improve how this map feels. Because it is a much better texture than what I had before. Bring that step down. There we go. That'll line up. But we don't want any scratches on this part because it just doesn't blend well. If you end up putting blocks together like this already, doesn't really blend well, and I'm having to deal with it. But if you put objects together, their end point is where you need to worry about how they blend. Now we got around some bad blending with other techniques, but as you can see, there's even a part here that's like clean. The rust doesn't go to the edge there. There's not really anything I can do about that. All I can say is that whenever you're down here, you don't really notice it that much. You have to be like looking at the floor instead of fighting and trying to get weapon advantage, you know? Trying to make your way across the map. Let's see. So I think that's where we're gonna put that. I don't know if that's how tall it's gonna be. It's about there, but I mean, it's right around that height actually, but let's see. It is not lined up with the slope. I mean, this, do you see that slope right there on the platform? Our angle is way too harsh. We need this to be more like that. Is there Z fighting? Nope. Is it lined up this way? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, okay. Perfect. So that gives us this little inner corner is more correct. I'll zoom up on that. Blender. This little angle here which is going to be mimicked on the upper portion. Now, this is a different kind of block. The reason I have to replace these, I mentioned that earlier. I'm probably going to replace this block, and that block, and that block, and that one, and that one. Those are primitive blocks. That's what they're called. And the reason I'm going to have to replace them is that I'm going to replace them with this kind, which is wall standard A9. This one is primitive block 15. Well, okay, they're numbers. Wall standard A. And then this one is primitive block. If you basically, if you use one of these, the textures that are available are different from if you use one of these. And that is what's been bugging me. I couldn't get the textures just right. And then I found out that they have this rust texture, which is scratched metal, and it's the only I don't know if an update is going to fix this, but I haven't been able to find another object aside from this one and that one. Actually, this one may not even be the case. Let's see. Yeah, metal scratched. Metal scratched on this one shows up as that orange sort of effect. Metal scratched on, you know, this one shows up as a, I think this might even be metal scratched. Let's see. No, it's grime. So like if I go up to, you're gonna have to keep this all in mind. Wait. Metal link space? Yeah, thought so. That's main texture. I was just trying to find out what that looked like. Okay. I go to metal scratched. Watch this. Boom. No rust. It's gray. It has no orange hue to it. It's not like that. It's not like this. You can see the difference really easy. And I'm not sure exactly why that is. Maybe there's a way around it. But right now, it is just, you know, I can, oh yeah, that's another thing. Scratches, I don't know if they even apply if you've got metal scratched, which is kind of weird. There's some weird stuff going on with it, and I don't understand it at all. But I might also hue tint, you know, this, because it works really well like this. But, like, hue shift it. I think I need to take off the scratches on this one because those... This side's great to have scratches, but this side looks really weird. It really draws a defining line between there. So what I might do is just turn them off. Or bring them so low that you get a little bit of it on the side that I want it, and little enough of it on the other side that you don't notice it. Okay, get that gray line off it. That's not too bad, but it is kind of still wonky. I mean, the structures were supposed to be flawless, according to the book, not capable of even taking damage from a nuclear blast. But that's not what we're dealing with in reality, so we've got this kind of, we gotta deal with the scratches on here to, really sell the product. It's really hard to convince people to accept canon whenever they haven't read the books, so you've gotta kind of just go with it. Okay, anyway, you may not notice that in the map. Okay, we need to get on with building this thing. So we've got this lined up. So now this lines up with, it's still before the angle. The angle does not come right out of there, it looks like. Let me go ahead and take a look at this. So over here, this sloped piece here, I think that, here, if you can see it in the lower right corner, this sloped piece, this little triangle section here, if that was gone, this turn would be very normal and not so tight. Over here, it is gone. It doesn't exist, and it's much more open and much less tight. So I think that that is the mentality, the thinking behind how this worked. So what the hell? How did I grab this? Oh, right. No, where did it just teleport it? Huh. That's obnoxious. Well, I am not going to place that back there because that would be a waste of time. I'm going to duplicate this and rebuild that. We're going to reset rotation. We're going to bring it up here. We're going to roll it upright. Roll it one more upright. We're going to use that, shape this exactly like it. In fact, we'll snap it. Okay. We already have one direction. Oh. Hold on. There. Now we scale it in. And I'm gonna have to oh, dear Lord. Okay, well, we're just going to grow it naturally to whatever length we need it to be, because it doesn't matter if it clips through the floor. This is what we went through on day one of this. Just rotated it by accident. I wonder if that same bug is happening. Why am I not able to rotate it to the right? What the hell? Alright, we're going to reset rotation on that. We're going to rotate it to the... Whoa, okay. To the right. And by the correct number of degrees. What the hell is happening? Rotate to the right. Okay. Bring it down. What we want to do is we want to actually bring this part to here, and alright, we want the magnets. Please make the magnets. Any way these magnets could. I still don't understand. How do you tell it which magnet to go with? It's been infuriating me this entire time. Okay, we're going to turn off magnets. Bring this down and go and do it manually. We'll do it live. Okay. This is why magnets would be really helpful right now. And was really helpful for the other part. Okay. So that is not lined up right. Do I have it? Yeah. I've got to rotate it. Where's my rotation? There we go. Okay. I need to go to change rotation type is down. There we go. Why did it just change? Go. Now we have it gapped a bit. Nope, snapping is not going to have fixed itself. Oh. Let's see. Maybe that wasn't right. Okay. Is there a scaling problem? Must be a scaling problem. Bring it in. Boom. Done. Okay, we're good. We are good. I wonder if that scaling problem actually had applied to the previous one, because it just measured it off of that, and this was measured off of the previous one, and somehow this one is also having a slight scaling issue. Interesting. So yeah, that's what we're pretty much looking at. I might bring down the rustiness level on these to sort of hide that the texture is deliberately being stretched down here, which is actually the one thing about this. Rotate. No. No. Please rotate. Flip it around. That should be exactly in the same spot. But now I can shrink it as much as needed until I can cover the rest of the rocks, and that will reduce the amount of stretching on that texture to the bare minimum. And I believe that will clip into the rocks at this point. And then later on I can actually clip it even less. So that thing's gone. Let's save it, because built all that out. Now, back to what we were doing. This little area here is definitely closer to this width, which is the tight width, than it should be. So we are going to select all this and move it this way. We're going to turn on snapping because eventually we're going to need that. I believe that the difference is as much as like that much, which is pretty crazy. And select this one, scale it, touch. Without Z fighting, and then this one, and this one. Move it, and if we can get those... Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about, like, is it going to snap? Is it not going to snap? What does the tool use as a criteria? Do I need this one? Okay. Do I need to select this one first? And then those two. And now it uses this one as the center, by the way. But like... Without snapping, I've got to eyeball it, and the textures do in fact line up if I do it right. Oh, they get really close to lining up. They'll be indistinguishable in-game as you're walking. This one and this one. Oh, you can't scale them together. I'm going to have to scale them individually, which is frustrating, but what are you going to do? We're going to switch this back to world rotation so that later we don't accidentally completely mess ourselves up. Easy fighting? Nope. This one should be... Just snap in a position. Very good. Yes, that's great. Is there a gap in the middle? Okay, yeah. This needs to scale up, which wasn't an issue before. Okay. We're gonna undo that and fix that in a second. Because first we need to rotate this around. And then we need to bring this out. And then there's going to be a railing that also sort of makes that work. Check it for seams, look great. Seams look great. Now they are, like I said, those little clean spots, but you won't really notice them too much while you're fighting. Okay, so that brings us to here, and what that does is it actually lines us up. Let's go back to the scene in Blender. This now comes down here. The actual angle's out here. So this comes down here, the angle is there. It is possible that this area is not 100% properly lined up. Let's find out. It's hard to say, because I don't have the railing on there yet, how much higher this should be. So let's toss the railing on there. Now I've got the railing just above it, but actually the railing is what's going to make it look like same kind of metal as that. So technically we need to flip it over, apparently. So I could scale downward. That's interesting. This block is poking out a little bit. Didn't notice that before. Now, is it... Yeah, I think it's probably magneting to that. Is it poking out over here too? Yes. Which means this needs to come in a hair. Needs to be centered. Be really great if those magnets would be more consistent. Really great. Okay, so that's a lot much closer. And that means that we can take this. Yep, there's the magnets. Well, I like those magnets. Let's turn them off now that I don't need them. Now that I want them to not be there. And we're going to flip it around, but this time we need to switch back to object. We need to flip it over this way. And then we need to scale it down, just like the other one, but it's a little harder to see, so let's move it out a bit. And let's actually, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna flip it back over. We're gonna turn on magnets. We're gonna snap it, but we're just gonna try to snap it by the bottom cube. If we can. That bottom cube. Come on now. You know you wanna. Dang. Getting the top cube. I'm trying to avoid that Z fighting right there. I'm rotating this by exact measurements, and that is poking through. And that's kind of annoying. Oh, what? How did we end up... Did I scale by 2 angles? Looks like I did. So... let's fix that. Right there. Actually, we want them to be the exact same size. Okay, we're going to select this and go to transform. That's position. Wait. Object node, there it is. Size. 250. Okay. 2.50. There we go. Now that makes the rails the same, and then now we gotta deal with that Z fighting. And we gotta decide which side is going to be the dominant one. Man, almost feel like making it. Let's see what they did on the 3D model. They might have actually not kept it. They didn't! Look at that! Look! Yay! That's great. Look, it's thin, it gets thick. Okay. It's kind of a fast and loose style of 3D modeling, but it works. And look, if you line up that damage, it's nice. Okay. So let's try to snap it at the bottom. See, what I want to do is I want to make it slightly larger. Right, and then snap it. Yes, there we go. That way now I can scale it just a tad. I know it's at the bottom right. There we go. Look at that. That's what that's for, by the way. That's scaling by 0.001. Okay. That might be what just caused that weird slope problem. Alright, come on now. Magnetically snap to here, please. Thank you. Much better. Oh man, that's a little sad, because this used to line up flawlessly at one point, and now it doesn't. Maybe it does over here? Oh jeez, what happened? Alright. No. Maybe it was that at some point I had to turn it around while I was rescaling it and stuff. Is that exactly the same on both sides? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Anyway. Now we've got this set up. Nope. Let's do that. And let's go ahead and set up their textures before we copy them anymore, because that's just going to be, you know, a bunch of extra work later, having to select them all and then doing, nope, that's not right. It's just the metal. And the whole point of this is that it will now, let's see, metal rust, right? That's what we're looking for. Metal scratched, that's right. That's what it is. And, oh boy. You kidding me? All this work. All this work. Wasted by weird texture problem. So, if I want these to be the same exact rusty, kind of orangey kind of effect like from the original game, look at that. It's gray. That one's gray too. Wait a minute. Why is it that this one isn't gray and this one is? This is also, right? Metal scratched. 0 scratch amount. Is that something to do with that? Is it because of the 0 scratch amount? Is it just a straight up bug? I don't understand. Oh man. Okay. I guess I will put the scratch. Is it? No. This one and this one and this one are all orange, and they are that kind of under texture versus that kind. So it's not about the under texture. Well, that's unusual. So that kind of sucks. Anyway, let's go ahead and save it. Looks very good so far. Let's keep going. Now you're going to build out this wall. That's what I was talking about earlier. Snap that to there because this is in the right spot, I believe. Got that slope. It's important because we've got this slope here. Which might be a bit larger than the one we have here. Is appropriately scaled. I can't scale this object. Why is this object not scaling? Okay. It's letting me scale it every other which way. Okay. It's probably was scaling, but it was doing that. Okay. Is that more like it? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that means... what's our wall height here? Needs to be very, very tall. Like huge. Super high. Like... that high? We're going off our outer slope. That is wrong. There's no way. I'd believe that. That means that this is too high. Which makes sense because that's what I was thinking earlier. Is that it needs to... the angle it is with the rest of the building is fine. Needs to line up with that slope right there. So it needs to be like right around there. But, and then that triangle there needs to be visible, but it basically needed to be down further. Which looks about the same out here, which means the difference was good. Change was good. And then in here, yeah, we're looking at around that correct amount. That was about right, I guess. Right there. No, maybe. Anyway, so let's change this thing's textures. I wonder if it's because I changed the dirt. We'll find out. I don't know. At some point. I'm sure someone has some tips online somewhere, right? Surely. Wait, what? Are you telling me... Oh, here they are. I was gonna say. What? Why didn't it change? That's region 3? Oh, I didn't even know there was a region 3. Interesting. That must have been the side of it. Okay. Bring the color to 0. Or like this side or something. Oh, what are we doing? What am I doing? I'm supposed to be doing this as Forerunner metal simple, not the floor color texture. Actually, I'm kind of curious as to where this is. Is this there? No? Metal. 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 I don't know where it is. Okay, whatever. Well. It has a swatch 3, and the swatch 3, it must be that bottom side. I guess it says you can make like floors out of this thing or something. Okay. So then we go down here, and we go to grime. Let's switch this to metal scratched. Yep, it's definitely colorless. So I've been doing 70% for that. I don't know what I did to get this to be orange. I don't even know if that's... Okay, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build another wall. Standard A. I'm going to place an object. It might just be some walls work, or some objects work properly. Standard... Wait, wall, angle wall. No, just wall. Standard A. See? It's got nice texture to it. And then go to metal scratched. It already has the orange on it. Let's change the grid to a nice gray texture like the one we're using. Should have done the other one. Should have done the other one. Okay. Forerunner panel C. Wait, what? Are you kidding me? Well, how did I get that to look rusty? Metal scratched. How did I do it? Metal scratched. No colors applied to any regions. Team neutral, grime amount, scratch amount 0. And this one, scratch amount, hadn't actually adjusted. Okay, this has got to be some kind of bug. I don't know what's gonna happen when I load this into an actual match. Maybe that's what we need to do. But I don't have any way of getting up here. So, time to place... What? No. Go up here. Gameplay... Launchers and lifts. Match flow. Players. Teleporters. Teleporter there. Teleporter there. Make sure I didn't mess up this one because I started moving. I moved it a bit, but otherwise it's fine. What happens if I hold... Let's see if it changes anything if I hold down the back button. Rusty, red, not rust. Okay. This will be adjusted later, by the way. I had it touching, but then I realized that slope and this were not lined up correctly, so I had to switch it up. Okay. So it definitely didn't apply that time. Why does it apply here and here, but not there, or there, or there? What did I do wrong? What did I do right down here? What is happening? Let's try applying a color. Maybe I switched the color. By switching the color to something, I got some kind of effect on the rust. Nope. Wait, what happened to my colors? Oh, I switched them to 0 so they disappeared? Okay. Strange. Did that happen over here? Yeah. And it eliminated the color that was there. Weird. Okay. So there's definitely some bugs to work out. This is the kind of stuff we need to report to 343 so that they can fix it. Like this. This is... I don't understand. I don't know what I did. I don't know. I literally... I mean, I would have gotten it on stream. I can see what I did whenever I placed this. And what I did different. I'm actually trying to re-upload that video now because it died. Like it just crapped out on me. Or rather, okay, what happened was I accidentally hit the minus button because I was trying to use mouse and keyboard, trying to learn that tool set. And whenever I did, I pressed the pressed minus to scale, or to change my my increments of movement, and then that kind of ruined it. Duplicate Right, and the reason that ruined it is because minus is also what I use for my streaming controls. So what happened was I minus ended the stream. So how much shorter is this than that? Okay, let's just look at this. This is the height. What is... Oh, that's the transform. What am I doing? Here's this position. Rotation. I don't need to look at this one. Here we go. 2 for this, and nope, that's not what I want. And then yeah, I did think it was just doubled. Okay, so this needs to be 2 shorter than, oh jeez. Okay. This one needs to be 5.88. Ooh, 75. No. No. 5 point. What the heck? It's not erasing. There we go. It erased 4 times before it actually took. Oh, I was clicking the keyboard. Keyboard had to come into effect as active. Okay, and then we turn it off and just tad to the left. Boom. And then we can actually, I can snap it. I can put one coming down an angle from there and snap it to that. So like this. Is not that angle. That's about right. So it's like a 10-degree slope. Let's see. I will say, that is probably the hardest thing in all of Forge, is getting the up and down movement. You know, it's a button press. It's not like they... If that was on a trigger, you could gradually press it. And you can't do it on a mouse either, but what I can do, Control W, right? No, how do I do that? There we go. I can just grab it and boom. That's why I was experimenting with mouse control yesterday, because it's actually really nice. It did break the game yesterday, though. What's going on? Oh, I see. Not that one. That one. And I had to close, I think, the entire program and reopen it. And the reason it broke is because of the oh, deselect. Undo. There we go. So you see how I can deselect all right now? By pressing that left bumper. After I used the mouse and keyboard, the deselect all button disappeared. And I don't know what it was that that caused that. But yeah. There. That looks great. Now we can copy it, duplicate it to the other side later. So now we want to duplicate this. But actually, I think I want to duplicate this as well. Because if I'm not mistaken, I fixed the slope is like more of a perfect 45-degree angle now. And it isn't over on this side because I never brought it over here. Afterward. See how that slope is different? So we're going to delete that one. There we go. Select that one. I might actually... as you can probably tell already. You might, oh, yeah, that's right. Gotta scale it to bring it up to, you know what? 2, enter, done. Okay, this needs to be 5.88. Why did that not? Oh, did I not? What the heck? 5.88. Confirm. Okay. It's not snapping to the railing. Nope. Undo that. Rotation. Scale down to 1.01. Just enough to prevent Z fighting. And there you have that. Now that goes into a super large shape, which is, oh, you know what? I forgot about this. Yeah. This is where it gets a little complicated. Because what I just did was wrong. As well, in this side, yes, it does just go straight. Over here, it gets taller and has a slope, and it's weird. And there's a slope here, and like everything gets wonky and weird. So okay, so we need that slope to come out and go straight down that way. Ooh. Very loud phone call. Don't know who that is. They can leave a voicemail. So Okay. So first of all, this thing it needs to be sloped, but it still needs to be flat at the top. Which means if we select this and duplicate it, then magnet snap it to the exact same position, or almost the exact same position, tilt it to that goal. And then put it inside of it. To get the angle, this is first step. You can. That might not quite be steep enough. Yeah, it's definitely a farther angle, but that's the first step. We're gonna need to lengthen it into this portion. But the main thing is that all of this needs to be taller now. Actually, you know what? I need it to be even taller than the old railing. Even taller than the old railing. So, I think we flipped it over so we could scale it differently before. So like that tall? Maybe that tall? Oh, the outside is sloped too. Okay, so this is going to be our flat top. And then we need the inside. No, we're going to need to put a flat top that's really flat on top. Yeah. So this whole area is going to be built out very differently than how we have it already. Okay, so this needs to come up here and snap. That's going to give us our... we're going to leave this here to use as our snap. It's got to have the right thickness. And then we are going to rotate this way one more and give ourselves our snap again. Is that the right angle? The correct angle, I mean? No. Now it's too much. Okay, so in that case, we want to bring this down a bit, rotate it back. Is that correct? Yeah, I think it's this. That appears to me to be the correct slope. Maybe this, let's see. Okay, yeah, no, that... it's probably somewhere in between those two. Those were intervals of exactly 5, so... Now... okay, so then we need a piece like... now, do we want to go out of our way to get a rusty piece? Or do... since the railing isn't being rusty... oh, that's not what I want to do. I want to duplicate it first, and then move it. So this is going to go over here. And, yeah, that works. No, doesn't need to bring it so it's clipping, and then you can. Nope. Okay. Right. This way. Trying to use blender controls all of a sudden. Okay, so if I go to... So, scale is Control R. Yeah, okay. I think I like scaling more on the controller, to be honest. Even though I prefer the scaling more, or everything else on the, you know, mouse and keyboard. Just seems nicer to scale with the joystick. Something about it. But then, like, if I want to move, being able to move with in exact increments with the mouse is superior. So, yeah. Now, in case you're ever doing something like this, checking this out where you've got, you know, this side is on top and it's putting that weird angle in there. If you put the angle at the slope coming in from there, it typically looks better. I would probably select this and bring the scratches to 0. Oh. Sorry, it's very high. Or maybe not 0, 0, but like there. Nope. I might bring it all the way to 0, just to make that blend as nicely as possible. Okay, so this one, I don't know what we're selecting. This one. Oh, we are inside of a block. That one up there. Okay. Alright, so you want to rotate a full 180. That's not 180. There we go. And we want to scale it all the way to the floor. Into the floor. Now, there we go. And now if we flip it over entirely and then scale it this way, there's a certain amount of distance we'll be able to get into that. Now we need it here. We might need to replace this with one of those slopes, because that might be the only way to prevent this corner from jutting out and then still get that in. So let's try that. Let's duplicate it, bring it over, bring it down. Bring it over. Tilt it out. Not the correct amount. Nope. There we go. Bring it there. Scale it up. Scale it out. You might run into the opposite problem, and we might end up having to there we go. So now it goes out there and it hits. Let's bring it in. So we've got this poking out down here. Let's bring it all the way in until it's just inside. And then select this one, bring it all the way in until it is touching there, and bring the scratch down. Scratch amount to 0. There's definitely a seam. Definitely need to scale just a tad this way. Oh. Okay. All right. And then that needs to go into a straight shot this direction, which is going to create... Is it going to create the same exact problem for us? Yes. Yes, it will. So we're going to select this one and this one, duplicate. We're going to need to rotate on world and rotate it this way. Then move it and snap it. And then we need to change this one's scale so that that problem doesn't occur. We're bringing it all the way in. And you know what else? Wait a minute, is this a straight shot? Oh dear lord. Okay, this is a very different problem than I was thinking it was. Basically have to chop this corner off of our block. Oof. This is going to be tough. This is supposed to go flat over here. And obviously that will become a problem. This corner needs to be gone. So we actually need it to go the other way. Let's see. Yeah, no, that's right. This is where I need to change it. And it needs to be scaled in to an insanely small amount. No. Wait. Yes? That needs to be here. And so this one actually needs to go away entirely. No, it doesn't. It just needs to be... it needs to be rotated around and then scaled. And it'll actually need to be adjusted again. But that one needs to be adjusted and snapped to here, and then this one needs to be that's still brought in that way. Okay, I think I need to is there a slope that's just a slope? Has no base? I'm pretty sure there is not, actually. That would be perfect, right? Nope. That's not... Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so if this lines up there, then we grow it. Nope, wrong. Okay. Nope, don't move it. Scale it. Then we match it up at that corner. Right. Okay. Then that grew this direction, so we need to actually and yes, I do realize that those scratches are awful and that we need to bring this down significantly. Possibly to nil. That texture sure is... Why does this one snap differently than those? Oh, I see what's happening. This is not snapping. There we go. Okay, so if that's snapped there, and the corner just doesn't meet up here, I need to bring it in just a bit. There we go, perfect. And then now, that should be a straight shot. Okay, that should basically work. So now we just need to grow this out. Not literally, because obviously it's going to start hitting. That's basically what we're looking at doing, except for maybe with another one of these. So let's grab this one. Bring it over here. Snap it to here. Nope. Nope. A little lower down. There. Undo that. Okay. Do it like this. And then like this. And then we snap it into position. And then we... Actually, wait, hold on. Let's snap it to... Nope, that's not what I wanted either. Till it meets. And then scale it just right. Create our shape. Now, we can definitely scale it this way a bit to line up there, and then use that same direction. Sort of adjust how it hits that angle. Oh, I see. Because it's not quite touching. That's pretty good. You know it's going to be terrible? Building this again over there. All of these slopes. I mean, I've got the scaling and everything correct, but I'm going to have to flip all of them around because of the way that that works. Okay, so this one needs to actually scale a bit more. Over there. So now you've got your full-blown correlation. Just so you know, let's switch over to Master Chief Collection. So this is what we're looking at here, by the way. So you've got your... So that definitely needs to be farther out. I can look at that. I'm seeing that right now. You've got this. Is it the correct portions? That's the main thing now. Is does it... Oh, I think it's supposed to line up with the wall there, like that wall. Let's see. Yeah, it's supposed to be basically lined up almost perfectly with this wall. I mean, it kind of... It's just a little bit to the left. Kind of see on the texture here, where it kind of lines up in the middle of that square. Kind of in the middle of that square. Just a little off to the left. Okay, yeah, so these are basically lined up in reality, but on mine, on my Halo Infinite, I do not have it like that. I suspect that to make it that distance, I might have to move it over there. I make those touch. So that'll be actually pretty nice, because then I can do away with this thing. But just in case I'm wrong, I'm gonna bring it in really shallow. Nope, not what we wanted. I guess we want this to be lined up here anyway. That would actually line us entirely up correctly, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. So yeah, I think this part is not necessary. And that this part can go there. And that... Yeah, this is really wide. I didn't think about that. So it does get really wide and chunky like this. To get this wide? Yes. So it gets about that wide. Let's see. And it lines up with that. So that this platform must be wider than I expected. Yeah, it goes to the middle of that rail. Oh, okay. It's wider on this side than it is on the other side. I hadn't noticed that before. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. This needs to be about that wide. But not lined up that way. It needs to be lined up with there. Right in the middle of it needs to be right here. Okay, so what I'm saying is that this needs to be chunkier. And the platform needs to be wider. So let's make it touch about there, because like I said, that's almost the exact width it needs to be. Then we want it to snap in. Oh, we want it to snap in here. Thank you. And that's going to get those angles correct. And then we need to build in the slope that's on the back side, which will be basically the same kind of thing. Both of these can be deleted. Now, because this slope is tied in with this depth here, I'm not going to be able to get, unless it happens to work out, I'm not going to be able to go out of my way to get this depth correct. Yeah, we've got this depth correct now, but we have the no cut corner, which means if I want to put the cut corner, I'm going to have to add it in, you know, to what I have now, you know, basically by adding a slope and a little bit of length there. So here we go. I think that, well, first of all, we need to select this. This is going to be the top now. So we're going to keep it, but we're going to bring it in to match this new measurement, which is going to be really nice. We're going to bring it up. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to flip it over. And then I want to bring it up. Be as thin as I can. It's going to be a hollow box because I need to work around all of the limitations of working with 3D primitives like this. Oh, hello. That's not correct. Is it not located correctly, or is it not wide enough? It's not wide enough. There we go. That's nice. Now we also notice that this is not far enough out, which means it needs to go this way and line up like that. It also means that I was a little bit too quick to remove this. I mean, to start warping it. I do believe that we can move that over there. Bring it all the way in. Scale it back down to its full length. And nope. It's going to create that, so we need to be a facade. Oh, well, actually, what am I talking about? Yeah, no, we can do this, it's just that it needs to be the correct width. And also, it needs to line up correctly. That's not right. See, yeah, that's again not right. Can you please line up to this thing? Thank you. That kind of worked, and I think that's how it's intended to work all of the time, but I don't, and maybe I'm just doing it wrong, but it certainly seems to mess up for me. No, wait, what? How did it get? I thought I snapped it to the... Oh, is this poking out? Oh. Okay. This one lost its snap. Turn off magnets. put it there. Turn on magnets. And snap it out to there. Go. Should be right. So is it poking out now? Did I just make it poke out? No. So it needs to probably be scaled this way just a bit. Actually, can it go more? I think it probably wants to mirror that angle. Which means it needs to go a little bit more to be so visually satisfying as to be Forerunner. There we go. But we still do need this cube. I was thinking that maybe if I did that, I wouldn't necessarily need it. But we do, in fact, need it. Okay, now we need the outside facade, which is basically this. Is it this completely, or is it this in reverse? Let's see. I'm trying to think of how this is going to play out. I just stick this out here. Yeah, it's this in reverse. Or flipped over. Let's see. So... that, but then what? No, this one. What am I doing? Or is it that I need to line up the bottom? I need to line up the bottom. Okay. Yeah, okay, let's see. World. Need to turn this around. Think. And then I need to go local. And I need to flip it over this way. Is that the correct angle? No. There we go. And then... oh boy. I'm going to be creating a slight downward slope out here if we do this. Let's go take a look at the Blender model and see how it works. First of all, I'm going to have to select them individually and scale them as thin as they will go. secondly, this is definitely going to use a different kind of angle. So it needs to come out like this. Oh, that is the correct angle. But it's way too extreme. I see. Okay, I know what's going on now. Okay, so this is correctly located at the top, but not at the ground level. So I have to... Here, let's just grab... Reconnection successful. I need to check to see if the channel's still going. Okay. Now I know this is going to look like... what do we do now? Okay, good. Didn't mess it up. Okay. So... we are going to want this to actually have more depth. Because it needs to go down and touch that edge right there. Because this one and this one need to both be longer. That's going to be interesting. Interesting issue. Is that the way that I want them to be longer? That is not what I want. Okay, so I need that one and this one to be lined up so that they end up see if there's a magnet that I can grab. That would be perfect if it would actually get it. That what I tried to give me what I wanted? No. There we go. Nope. No. So that might be the closest I'm gonna get. Yeah, actually that kind of lines up well there. And I hadn't noticed that this actually needs to be turned around. Let's see. And it needs to be a little bit out. Sort of line up there. And then we are gonna have to just accept that, I think. No. No, we aren't. I think that if we bring this down, we can line up this. Incorrect. There. There we go. It adds this little lip. It doesn't go up perfectly into a straight angle, but that's minimum amount of lip that we can have. So that's going to have to work. And honestly, it looks pretty good. That being said, now this corner doesn't line up. So we might have to grab all of this. Will it line up if I do this? And if I do that, will I need to adjust anything else? Like... this. Wait, that was already actually really good. I think? No. It's not really good because what's happening is that it needs to be... Nope. This needs to be scaled up until it goes inside the... Oh, now I'm poking out again. I understand. Is that poking out? No! No! We didn't save it and now we hit a bug. Fuck. Why did I do that? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. All of our angles are wrong now. It just fucked everything up. Okay. Time to fix all of the rotations. The locations are all correct. The rotations are what get fucked up. Keep that in mind. Jesus. Oh, I still have that down there. Let's go to the 3D model. Oh my gosh. Okay, rotation resets. Bugs are awful. No, that's not what I wanted. Actually, it's not. How do I change the rotation? Change pivot? And then rotation reset? And then I can rotate it back into position, theoretically, fairly easily. Was it that? There we go. Okay. This one. Wait, what am I doing? Wrong way. Alright, we gotta do the rotation reset first. Okay. Yeah, I've got that almost entirely backwards. Alright, we're gonna switch to world. Because I think I was thinking in terms of world, and it was definitely more of in terms of object. Now I can... no. There we go. If you see this occur, do not panic. Just remember, only the rotations were messed up. I mean, you can have your moments of, you know, emotional turmoil from the work getting ruined, but just don't panic. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, flip it up here. What is happening? Okay. Bring it up. Bring it around. Bring it downtown. What is happening that's causing this one to have a trouble? Is it the one I was messing with? I think it was. Right, whenever the mess up happened. Yes, it was poking out like that. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's all back to normal. Great, 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 great. Okay. Let's go ahead and save that before that happens again. I would rather quit out and load back in than have to do that again. No matter how dumb that would be. Okay, so how are we doing this? We've got it lined up here. Oh. I see how we have to do it. Let's see, rotation point, change pivot, there we go. We need to turn this around again. We need to line it up there. I know, that means everything else is going to get unaligned. But it doesn't matter. So the important thing is that we are dealing with perfectly squared corners. Like this. Okay, so that's adding a lip. What's with that lip? There are two places to grab. There we go. And then... Okay, hold on. There we go. So it seems to be working. What was I doing wrong before? Like that? That's working great. That's working great. Nope. Oh, I see what I was doing wrong before. If there's a problem that's hiding it... Okay. Cool, that's not actually poking out down there. There was a sort of illusion. There we go. And see, now this is the real issue here. Is that... Now we're looking at the fact that I did not set this up correctly. We need to bring this in more than that rate. It's interesting. That is where we need to be. And I guess what we need to do is duplicate this, because this is already at the correct, you know, depth. I'm sure it would have been less inputs too. There we go. Why is it working so well? It shouldn't be working so well. It wasn't working well before. Okay, so I think that this is not right. Are we doing this correctly? Okay, so that needs to go into a slope here. Slope needs to be properly aligned. Oh, come on now. Surely you can... There. What? What? Go over. Line up like that. Why is it not snapping correctly? Snap to there. There we go. Okay, so we have the location correct. Sort of. Except we actually need this to go. Okay, so this is going to need to be here, like right at the tip there. This one's going to need to be lined up properly, like that. Right. And then this one needs to be flipped over. Brought up to the same depth here. Is this what I need? What's happening here? Let's see. Okay, I need a different kind of piece. I need a... I know what's going on here. We need to go to Halo Design. Ramps. And we need to get to... There's a ramp in here that's literally just a wedge. Was it in here? Okay. Ooh. Let me see. This thing right here, what is this called? Floor angled standard. Oh, what the sound was. Floor angled standard. Okay, so it's a floor. That's the difference. So it's not in ramps, it's in... Wait, oh, F. Skipped it twice. Okay, here we go. So we've got like this, which is a pretty good one for various things. I should just probably start to keep this one in mind. It keeps its, there are a couple places I might have been able to use that instead of what I did, but honestly, maybe not. Where did it go? There it is. It's like... Okay, so now I need to rotate it this much, and I need it to be... Okay, so how does this snapping thing work? It was doing that to that. So, yeah, we're gonna snap from here to there, but let's snap this one. Nope, that's not right. Okay, so I think I'm getting the snapping thing down. I don't know why it took me this long just to understand it. It's kind of frustrating, but at least it's kind of working now. Okay, as it's supposed to. Let's see now. That's not what I want. I wanted to go over here. I wanted to set it to Forerunner metal. And I want it to be scratch amount. Can be pretty good on this one, actually. Wouldn't be too bad to have it. Let's see. Grime amount. Okay, we're going to switch this to scratch, metal scratched. And then we're going to clearly have a color issue. So we're going to pick a color. And we're going to back out. We're going to go back in. This is going to appear. We're going to hit 0. We're going to hit confirm. And then we're going to go back out and boom. Look at that. Same color. Okay. Oh, right. No, that's not what I wanted. So this is not where we want it. We want it here. That's where we want this triangle. And we want to scale it to match our other angle more appropriately, which may require us to adjust where it's attached. Obviously it's doing that. Okay. We need to move this, because we're not using it anymore. That there. Boy, that is the correct angle, but man. Weird. Keep getting a notification that OBS is getting disconnected. I hope the stream is healthy. Let's go like that. Let's see what that does. This is not perfectly scaled. Okay. This one. Needs to be flat. And we're going to move that over to make that work. But in the meantime, actually, let's do that now. Here we go. Well, okay, got that. Well, let's get that out of the way. Okay. That's got to be a little bit faster of a rotation than that. Nope, not that one. Wanted to magnet there. Still not far enough. Thought it had been. Guess not. Okay. All right. So now we've got a pretty decent setup. And then we want to grow this again. Not quite that far, maybe. Select this, duplicate it, bring it down here, boom, match it up there, snap it to there, snap it like that. Why does this one's corner not actually line up correctly? You see that? It's like just a hair off, even though like it's like the magnet point is wrong. I can probably angle this a little better by doing that, because it wasn't a perfect right angle anyway. And then move this in. So what's up with this rail? Why are we not... This is... Okay, so this and this just need to be moved out. To match there. Wait, what's happening here? Oh, right. This is, I rotated this at 1 degree, and I don't think I want that to be the case anymore. Half a degree, actually. That's what's happening incorrectly. Now I probably can magnet it. Oh, it's magneting to this piece. Okay. So I do need to grab this one and this one. Both. And drag them just a hair out. Like that. Nope. Nope. Don't want a magnet. Thank you. Which also means that this... Okay, 1 degree rotation in. Let's not do that. Yes, do that. And then drag it. No. What are you magneting to? That one. Thank you. Now that slope doesn't quite line up anymore, but I can bring it in and make it line up, and that actually would be better there anyway. And then this slope needs to now be rescaled back. I had scaled it out. What did I just do? What is happening? Oh my god. Apparently I have more than one selected still. Reset. No, that's not what I wanted to happen. Bring this to 15 or 45. There we go. Is this a 45-degree angle? No, it's not. Okay, didn't think so. That looks more correct. And that should be upside down, right? Oh, I see what I did wrong. Okay, hold on. So this one needs to rotate, but I forgot I need to change the pivot point before I do any of this. See, if you're trying to fix this kind of problem, it's really easy if you just reset the pivot, make the pivot point the correct one. That is a key factor in this. Okay. Now I've got it in the right spot. Reset rotation. Bring it up here. Bring it this way. Wait, no. Let's see. Bring it this... No, that's not what I want to do either. Okay, this way. Okay, now this way. And we've got it angled now. This way, 5 degrees. This way. That should be... No, that's not correct yet, because if it was, it would be in the right spot. There we go. See, now that one didn't get snapped into its new position. This one did. And no, or is this one just wrong? Yeah, no, it didn't get snapped to its new position. So it needs to get snapped there to realign it. Okay, perfect. You're completely realigned. we can go back to moving things. Let's save it. Okay, so now we can select this, scale it in just a tad, which was what I was trying to do before whenever I fucked everything up. That looks great. Okay. Obviously there's some things that need fixing. That needs to be, this one needs to be just a tad taller. Just a tad higher, I suppose. Okay. If I actually brought this angle of this one and that one down just a bit, I could angle it there a little better. To where it's not like an exact amount. Let's see, where's this at? This is at ground level, and it needs to be a little bit lower, actually, than that. Wait, what? Is this thing angled? Hold on. Whenever I fixed the angle before, I didn't reset that first. Okay, that looks better. And the reason that's got to be slightly taller is that it also needs to be man, it needs to be just a hair higher. Nope, not that. Like, you see that? The Z fighting needs to be fixed. It needs to be done just a hair taller. Jeez. I'm at 0.01. Like, this should be... Is there an even more precise, you know, change move to... Yeah, no. Jeez. Okay, change pivot to the center so I can flip it over. That puts it below this one. Which means this one needs to flip over too. And it needs to go down a tad. Okay, and then that will make a lip there, which is ugly, so we are going to have to adjust this one. Going the wrong way. There we go. Oh, we've got a mess up here. Interesting. We need to select this and actually make it thicker again. Here I was thinking I didn't need that on this side. That would be a cool kind of like protrusion. So now the damage on this feels a little excessive. Wait, what's this? There, now it feels like something hit there, like a bullet. Alright, so we can delete this. And this seam is the only thing left to really fix. So we're going to select just these two. Go to rotation. Bring it down to 1 degree. Tip it like that. And that will theoretically fix it. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. This thing is officially gorgeous. You have this weird check mark here, like a plus sign here, which I don't like. But you're gonna see that check mark typically from like ground level. So what is this? This is like a little... Yeah, it's going to be like that. You're not really going to see that. Okay, so let's turn that off so we can move around a little faster. This is definitely slow going. Anyone who's been tuning in is probably surprised by how much work goes into it, and how slow it takes, you know. And now I've got to rebuild the entire thing on the opposite side, which is going to be fun. I'm just going to be duplicating all of the same objects, moving them over there, and then having to basically flip all of their rotations to mirror this side. But the fact that we got it is still, you know, it's exciting. You know, I didn't see that. It's not quite done, because that is not really acceptable. Still saying OBS is having trouble. I hope that I'm still streaming, you know? I hope that I'm not disconnected. That looks pretty good. Okay. That was surprisingly complex. It's funny because in Blender I would have had that in 2 seconds. Like, that's nothing for 3D modeling program, but for in here it's like I'd love to be able to select this edge and just chamfer it. That means to basically cut it into an angle. Now this is touching that, which means I can't make this any wider to make it touch there and make it flat unless I shrink it, make another piece like this to stretch out to there. So that's gonna be, you know what, I can actually make this one alone do it. by shrinking this thinner. I think I could probably pull that off. No, I'm gonna put that line in the middle of the path there. Oh no, maybe that'd be cool, because then you'll have like a drip down. It'll look like there's like water dripping down it. Whereas right now it kind of looks like it has something to do with the... Let's see, bring this up. So it needs to line up with this one right here. Wish I could keep that. Oh, okay. I'm clipping into it. What am I clipping into here? Apparently I just ran it right into it. Okay. Wasn't aware of that. Okay, we're gonna flip it around. 1 degree at a time. No, we're gonna flip it around 180. Okay. No. And then we're going to scale it. Any Z fighting there? No. And that puts like this here. Oh, that's interesting. Right. That's the whole purpose of it. Okay. So I will definitely have to make it a separate block. Not what I meant to do. What just happened? No. Why is your rotation messing up? Ugh, okay. Change pivot point. Reset rotation. Turn it around. Boom. Done. Okay. That's obnoxious. Actually, no, it's especially annoying. I need to do that again so I can... How far back does it not do? Oh shit, no. Ugh. What did I just undo? I swear. What all did I undo? Dear Lord. And did... What, these two? Rotation? And there's snap. No. What did I just do? Jeez. Oh, jeez. I think it's this thing. This thing cut is the actual... Yeah, now they line up. Okay, I started fixing the other thing and didn't think about the fact that I was probably fixing the wrong thing. Okay, so that's really obnoxious. So we're going to... That's not what we're trying to do. scale this back out. And then what we're going to do is scale this back in. Is it actually lining up? No. Okay, we need to change that. No. You change the pivot location so I can see it again. I'm actually just going to move this. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Definitely wanted to do this corner. Snap to there, please. Jeez. Yeah, see, it's just not. Okay, there we go. So now what we want to do is we're going to make that one shorter. That's interesting. No, that's not what I wanted to do. No. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. Because this thing has never been replaced. Duplicate that. Grab it. Bring it over here. See? Different one. Flip it over. Snap it. And delete. Nope, wrong button. Delete. And then we want to, I need to figure out exactly where we want this one, but I know we want it wider than this, and so what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this one. And then we're going to get out of that, we're going to come over here, we're going to do that, bring the scale here. We're going to bring this scale here back to this area. And then we're going to bring it down. Snap. And then we're going to bring this short. Oop, nope. Yeah, we're going to. Where did it go? Oh, it was snapped to the wrong place? I don't know. We're going to turn it around. And then we're going to scale it this way. And then we're going to snap this to here. And that should give us a very perfect platform from which to let's see, we're gonna want to I guess we'll figure out the left to right scaling because it's gonna scale in one direction only once we do that side, so we know we can line it up with one side and then scale it to the other. Okay, which is something we could do probably right now. Now, all of this needs to be duplicated. I wonder if this would be a good prefab. I wonder if people would want that. is a very specific shape. And you could just toss it into any map. I could like have it go straight down right there, let you connect it onto the end of anything. Ooh, you need that. Might be interesting. Okay, we're gonna duplicate, move it over here. Just turn off scaling. Oh, we still have this. Delete this. Or snapping, sorry. Almost I said turn off scaling. I meant turn off snapping. Okay, so we need to copy this, this, this. We need to duplicate it. Drag it over here. Need to attach it to this corner. Nope. Just bring it down a bit. Snap it to there. Except please snap it to this corner so I know I've got it in the right spot. Or don't, you know? Maybe don't do that. Maybe just don't snap it at all to the right spot that I'm looking at. Okay. There we go. Oh wait, what am I doing? No, that goes... No. This snaps to there we go. No? Yeah, no, that's right. And then, nope. And then we turn off snapping and bring it out just a tad. That will be covered up by this thing, which will be not there the entire time, but yeah, you'll see. Now, does this actually go to there? Does it poke out? Does it do all that? Are we aligned correctly? No. We need to go even further, or is this... Or is this not lined up correctly? I feel like this is not lined up correctly because it should be... Should be right around here. Done. Which also means that there might be some Z fighting here now. No Z fighting. That's good. Okay, so then we want to select this one, duplicate, rotate, world. What's that going to be? Yeah, we'll just... I assume that's it. There we go. And then we can duplicate this area over to there. Boom. And now that would be perfect if I could hit a mirror button. But they don't have that. Not yet, anyway. Actually, it won't be perfect. That's interesting. I need... Come on now. This one. Uh-huh. Okay, and how about down here? There we go. That looks more correct. Yeah, that's correct. Now I flip it around. And if I just grab everything and rotate it on a world axis, that should make it all work. I'll have to rotate it all on a world axis and then relocate it to the other side of this line right here. Like this needs to be attached to that side, but needs to be rotated on a world axis from over here. Okay, all right. Let's I think everyone's snapped to this and that. Yeah, okay. I need to get my guides like this over first. So we're going to rotate there. We're going to snap to no there, and then we're going to select this one, bring this one over, snap it to there. That's the start of our shape. Deselect. Do the same with this one. Going to rotate it that far. Going to grab it here. That'll give us our shape on the bottom. Then these slopes need to be reversed. So we need to grab this one, rotate world. That's not... Okay. And now we need to flip to... What did I press? Toggle yaw rotation? No, that's not what I want. I wanted to do change pivot point. No, not to... No. Camera. Object. Okay, what are we looking at here? Okay, now we need to snap this one into position. I think it's like that. Is that correct? Looks right. And then we select this one. We rotate it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, just 4. Just 4. There. Now we snap this to here. No, wait. It was supposed to be 5. No? What's going on here? Oh, no, yeah, I've grabbed the wrong spot. Grabbed the wrong... Snap. Location. Oh, I see. I've actually... Need to match that angle there. Nope. First 5, then 1, then snap. Is that correct? Seamless now? No. One more. Now, snap. Okay, so then this one needs to match that one, which means 5, 1, 1. Snap. Okay, and then these were on a different angle, I believe. So we go to 15, turn it around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we need to bring it back with 15. Why don't we snap correct location? Is that correct? Oop. Now we need to go 1. No, it might have even been a half. Maybe? Yes? Ah, shoot. Oh, god damn it. Reset. Reset. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna come over here, look at this seam. How do we have it? How close is it? Oh, okay, I see how I have it. Actually, what is up with this one's width? Incorrect. Undo that. What is this one snapping to? This one's snapping there. Should be anyway. Anyway, let's go back over here and see what's wrong with our angle here. It's gotta be that I went down to like that minutia of detail and snapped. Maybe I just need to snap it to that one. Is that right? No. No, it's not. That looks more correct. No. What the hell is happening with this one? What? I have it flawless on the other side. What's going on here? Okay. Eyeball it. Is it a matter of okay, that works, whatever. Oh, we can't just eyeball it. What am I doing? Now I've got to line this one up with that one. How am I supposed to eyeball this one? Okay, this must be an exact measurement, and I just need to be snapped to the right location, because the other one just went to an exact measurement and is working great. Oh, wrong button. It's poking out up there and poking in down here. Now it's not right down here. What is going on? This doesn't make any sense. The only thing I can think of is that this thing is in the wrong location, maybe? That's definitely more lined up that way. What's this? Oh, are these not right? Doesn't poke out over here, does it? Nope. They line up perfectly with this. I have a feeling that something about all my blocks up here are wrong. Like... so it's like sort of clipping into there. So is everything off? Those are all snapped together to one another. But if I undo snapping and I bring this out just a tad, then I turn on snapping. Will that make it poke out anymore? Yeah, it's still poking through. What the hell is happening? What is going wrong? I don't understand. Why is this one? There we go. So why is it poking out over here? Wait, is it not... oh, is it not at the same angle as this one? Okay. Is that what the problem was? Yeah. That's what the problem was. Okay, so... we have that built out. We've got this tiny little problem here that's still bugging me. It shouldn't be bugging me, but it is. Let's bring this down to half. That's not going to solve my problem. Is it a matter of movement? Do I need to shift to the side? Line up there? Nope. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, I want to line up there. No. No. I want to line up here. Thank you. Now, will changing their angle. No, this is not right. I think it must be this. Got this one snapping to there, but maybe I actually need to snap to there. No. I don't know. It looks good to get now. I'm pretty satisfied with it. This has some Z fighting going on because it's of course snapping to one another. They actually need to snap. This needs to snap to it down here. Go to this one. There we go. Is that correct? No. No, it's not. None of that was correct. Is there a... So it's not... Snaps to there. It's supposed to just be... The Z fighting stopped. What happened? Huh. Okay, oh well. Well, yeah, I'm probably going to put both of these up as prefabs. As a left and right prefab for this thing. Because that was a lot of work. I feel like people would appreciate that. Okay, so now we can move on to the next part. And delete this. Let's see. Oops, I duplicated it. Delete it. Delete. Can delete this. Probably gonna keep this because it has that rusty effect on it, and I don't know if I'll need it, and I don't know if I'll be able to create it again without, you know, without that. I'm gonna go like this. This. You can see it has a discoloration effect to it. I think. Maybe not, but anyway. I'm going to check. We need to. This one I'm looking for. Here we go. And actually just bring this to confirm 0. That out. Make the color not affected anymore. Also, we can set this to actually, yeah, no, I'll leave that like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take down the scratches on these pretty substantially. I need to make them snap on the bottom, not on the top. Also seemed to be poking through. Oh right, it was poking through over here too. Until I shifted it. Or something. Okay, well, let's see. Scratches. Let's bring that down to like 40. that might make this look a little more seamless. Yep, just a bit. And you won't be able to see that anyway. Question is, what's the size is 411 2253. Okay, so they are the same between the two, which means it's something to do with these that I did wrong. And I know that I need to line it up by that, because that is how I get rid of the Z fighting. Wait, no, that snapped the wrong way. Still snapped this one. And that'll get rid of the Z fighting. Okay, cool. Now I can turn off magnet. Just nope, that's not what I want. No. Control W and just shift slightly. Is that what I want to do? Nah. Of course. Okay. Maybe it's that this isn't lining up correctly. I mean, that works for now. That looks great. Okay. So we have our central structure really shaping out. Gonna finish this wall next. Really don't understand why some of it's rusted and some of it's not, and I might have to put in one that's not so. Let's increase the okay, these two, okay. Go down to scratch it every night. The amount of grime be brought up to 70 probably here. Sort of make it feel more like the rest. Okay, alright, and these two as well. Wait, did I get both? Yeah, okay, cool. Deselect. Okay. It sure takes a long time to make it exactly 1-to-1. Let's see. Let's go to here and take a look at what we have as far as this is concerned. Shouldn't be too hard. Okay. So, objects. Let's go ahead and to make this back rail, we will duplicate this one and rotate it on a 45. And then place it, maybe it'll snap to them. Oh right, we don't have snapping on. And then, actually we need to, which way is this going to scale? Oh, we want to relocate our rotation, change pivot, there it is, okay. It's going to scale that way, so we want to move it. Okay, that wasn't what I wanted to happen. There we go. Alright. this way until it touches just shy of it. Okay, and then we grab this and we snap it to this corner. Oh, nope, other corner. And then we bring that up. We actually want that to be case on both sides. Alright, now if we snap it to the middle, it'll look perfect, and then grab it, and we turn off snapping. And we have the perfect rail. Now, that's that low rail, and then we need corners. Might actually need these to end. This part might need to end in the corner, but maybe we should just add it. Looking at the shapes, I'm thinking about that floor piece we were looking at earlier. Actually, floors. This one. And thinking about those clipped corners and thinking maybe if we scale this one down. A great deal. We could create the clipped corner effect. I'm just wondering if that will actually be the best option, or if we should actually just put a corner in there. We should actually like do something more like this. I'm also wondering if we could do one of these ramps, more like this one, to do a clipped corner. All of these options feel like they would have a weird shape to them. This one seems like the least weird, I think. And what I mean by weird shape is like scratches. Scratches might end up being a little bit weird no matter what we do. Now the gap here between these 2 points is really important. It's kind of like over here. It's oh, this railing's thinner. Oh yeah, it is thinner. It should be thinner than that. And it should be this thickness. Which it's actually thinner than what. But anyway, yeah, we're going to duplicate this. Grab this. Snap it there. Make it taller. Is it taller than... Yeah, it's not uniform to that height. It's actually taller. In fact, this part is about that tall. And then it's a little bit higher than that. So... this one should be this height. we go. And then this one should go over here. Pivot. And then the... Oh, I see. Alright, let's go to... it's not too big of a slope. So what we need to do is go into here. Okay, move your gun, Master Chief. Here we go. Okay, this does in fact need to be a little bit smaller. Angle, that feels more right. And then what we're going to do is snap it to here. Then what we're going to do is snap here. Okay. Then we're going to scale this down to match that. That's not what we do. Okay. Then we're gonna move this back over here. And this back over here. And then we're gonna here. Select all to make sure we got it right. And then we're gonna go in here to metal. Nope. Gotta go down. This is gonna be... Oh, it's just Forerunner metal. Right. Forerunner metal. Simple. Definitely has a discoloration, so we have to select a color. Go back out, go back in. Zero that out. Confirm. And then we can go with the flat dirt. We can go up to metal. Scratched. And we can bring this down a bit, but bring... It's pretty seamless, I suppose. What I might do... Okay, I think I'm going to undo that. Duplicate. Snap that there. No. Duplicate snap to here. Right? Yeah, there we go. Snap to there. Bring this up to that height. This down to there. Rotate this. Oop. This around. Grab that. Here. And then let's go to, yeah, that looks about right for now. And then this one, duplicate it. Alright. Move it over to here. Grab this, bring it in to there. I guess I'll actually magnet that. And then this can... Oh. Ah, no. Using the wrong joystick for each move, and the wrong tool, and then, yeah. Looks pretty good. Now, select this. I think I'm going to bring the scratch amount down more. Still feels different. What's happening here? Oh, I brought down the scratch amount, but not the grime amount. That's what I want to do. Yeah, the pattern of grime is like streaks here, and it's spotted there. And that felt weird, the way it was handled. Okay, so now... Of course, let me make sure that this is right. Feels about right. Actually, this needs to be a little thinner. That part does. Target this, flip it around. Yep. This, bring it in. This one, this one. This one, and this one. Okay. Duplicated. Oop. Grab the rail. I didn't realize I had that. Delete that. Grab these. Drag them over here. Line them up like that. Grab this one. Drag it over here. Line it up like that. Actually, appears to have not gone blank. There we go. Alrighty. So, bring that in. There. There we go. That looks wonderful. This is going to get to be moved out more because it still feels wrong. And yes, these poo-poo little things here are going to get replaced. Or built up with enough rocks inside of them that you won't even notice what they are fully. I might have to do a color shift or something if I can, but those are terrain pieces and they're not useful for this kind of thing. Well, they are, I'm sure, in some maps. Okay, so this side needs its slope. So it comes down to it, like, do I want... This is not red, that one is. Do I want to keep that up? Or do I want to... Like, I can keep the red out here, because obviously I have the blocks set up for it, and I can copy them. But should I replace this with one that doesn't have the red? One that's more, you know, just a gray with the gray metal damage. I think I should. And if 343 fixes whatever it is that's causing this problem, it'll all become metal, or it'll all become rusty. So it won't be a problem. But if they, and then more importantly, that this side out here will have a bit of a different appearance. It should all be rusty. This whole thing is a rusty pile of junk in the original game. But, yeah. Okay, so anyway... let's finish this wall. I keep saying that, and then I keep doing other things. And this middle building will feel a hell of a lot more finished once I do make this wall. So it just goes up, and maybe I should use Blender for this. I should probably just be using Blender for this, but this goes up, and then there's another wall coming up out of it. Okay. So we know that, yeah, I'm going to make it metal. I'm going to go ahead and place a new wall. I think it's in walls. I want to say it's a wall that I've placed there. Or was it a floor? Let me see. It is wall standard A. Okay, yeah. Like all the rest. Wall standard A. Where is my wall? There it is. Give me my appropriate thickness, if it's not already set to it. It is already set to it. Okay. Now what I want to do though is I'm going to line it up here. Yeah, let's see if it's Z fighting on both sides. It is, so that is in fact the correct thickness. Now I'm going to drag this away. Like that. This will be thoroughly under Waterworks, so if I end up forgetting it's down here, it won't be a problem. But the point is that I can copy that if I need it. Is this still up here? Yeah. That was my example block. This is for a YouTube video where I was going to edit and show how that's done. Let's flip it over. And snap to that corner. And then scale it so that it matches there. There we go. Alright, and then we should be able to adjust its textures. Forerunner metal simple. Forerunner metal simple. Let's see. There's another one. There's rust. And that also has no color shift. Wait. Where's metal? Metal scratched. Okay, so really quick, just going to try this one more time, just to see if, yeah, see that doesn't seem to have, why can't I move? What is happening? No. Oh. Why does it think I'm using mouse and keyboard? Okay. We're gonna save the map. Map saved successfully. And we're going to quit out and come back in. I just lost control of Forge. Okay. Gotta love those bugs. I see. Dating bots. So apparently chat had dating bots in there. I don't even know when they came in. Dating online. Latest version. Okay. Okay. Now you're probably wondering how I plan to do these side panels. Now if I was using a primitive block, I could theoretically get it so that one side, you know, they have 3 swaps or swatches and you have 2 to each object. So what I was thinking about doing though is, I mean I could just leave them like that. It doesn't look bad. But what I was thinking about doing is adding that triangle go. Did I delete that? Yeah, I think I did. I'm gonna go grab this one and move it down with that wall. There we go. Deselect all. Oh, deselect all's gone again. Oh, jeez. Okay, so it looks like... Wait, do I have deselect all again? Okay, it worked. I just had to click up with the mouse. Okay. Weirdness. Okay. Very weird. So anyway, what I was thinking was, if I go here and I choose this floor... Actually, you know what? I can delete that, save myself some trouble. Duplicating this one. And then rotate it. No, rotating it the other way around. Oh. This way. Right? And then I snap it to that. Nope. Not that one. That one to there. And then I scale it. Yeah, this way. And then I scale it. Ooh. Oop, nope. Okay. Firstly scale green down to here. Right. Then we scale blue. No, then we apparently move it over here and snap it to here. And we scale blue all the way across. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Select this one. Also flip it over. This one. Also flip it over. Both of these. Oh, you can't and scale them at the same time. Okay. Anyway, what I was gonna do is grab this and scale it all the way into the middle of the area and say a little bit of scratch, not a lot, not like that crazy amount it had before. And which is actually what I have over here. Seems weird, a little strange, a little excessive. Anyway, do I have that looking the same way over here? Okay. I think that this one looks so weird because I'm talking about the opposite side. Of the block. It's just not built to have that kind of effect. Yeah, okay. It's more scratching on one side than the other. That does look a little bit strange, not gonna lie. Maybe with this one. Let's do it like that. That's not what I meant to do. Like that does look better to a degree, for sure. Okay, anyway, the point is that then this one we can select, nope, the green, all the way up here, and without going over, from this side, you don't see anything, from this side, it looks like a different texture, and from below. And that will use up a good bit. I mean, it'll fix it a good bit. It'll make the whole building feel a little more alive. Theoretically, I could actually, like, sort of make it a pattern underneath. Like, I could really make this one go all the way across and then make another one over there, right? Like I could select this and I could duplicate it and I could rotate it and I could move it and then snap it to there. Nope, that's not what I'm trying to snap it to, buddy. Let's snap this corner to here. How about that? Any way we can do that? Nope. Let's see if we can snap it to this one then. Actually, no, it needs to be this one because this is the one that's actually below the ground, below the platform. Okay. In that case, we're going to fix this. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Press it again. Flip it over. Bring it down a hair. And then does that actually make a problem? Dear Lord. Okay. Fix, reset rotation. Scratch amount can come up. Probably come up more than that. And then I'm gonna reduplicate everything. This one, this one. Let's see. This one, this one, this one. Can all be deleted. This one, we'll duplicate them separately so that they that one, that one, that one. There. This one. Still didn't want to snap there. What is it doing? Why is it refusing to snap? Like I wanted to. Snap to this. Not there. Nope. Not that. Nope, not that. Nope. There. Nope. Nope, you're doing it wrong. I am not looking at that block. I swear to God. Alright, let's see. Gonna move this over here. My son's awake. Might be going to turn it off. Okay, that's once again not right. Okay. What does it want from me? What does it want from me? It's not snapping where I want it to snap. Do I have to like select that one and then unselect it and just be like, yeah, that's the last thing I selected? No, it's still just trying to go over there. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Gonna rescale this in here, and then that's gonna get it well far away from there, and it's gonna pretend like this block doesn't exist. Are you kidding me? Okay, snap there, thank you. Now snap. Right there, come on. Snap to the grid. Please. Snap to it. What is it doing? Oh man, this is infuriating. And going up and down is the worst. In every forge. Every forge. This is the worst part. Oh, got it. Okay. Definitely a bit of overlap there. No overlap there. No overlap there. Okay, so now we scale up to the middle. Should be around Right around here, I think. Based on that bridge up ahead. Now, bring this back over here. And please tell me it's gonna snap into position correctly. Of course it's gonna give me trouble. What happened to my... I didn't duplicate them, I just moved them. That's so dumb. There we go. You kidding me? How's this? How is it centered over there? Like, is that thing not actually centered? Jeez, I moved that away thinking I could just move it back so easy. Were it so easy? Why is this the way it is? Like, why is there a slope there? There isn't one over here. Is it because I'm not... Yeah. There we go. Nope. Oh my god. Oh, weird. Okay. I think my rotation is weird on this thing. This block has a strange rotation because of something going wrong. Which means it might actually work with the snapping. Just need to turn it back on. Will that fix it? Oh, wait. Will that fix it? Nope. Nope, it's definitely like this, and this one need to be moved over. Go. Okay. This thing apparently is not perfectly lined up with that either. Okay. Nope. There we go. I guess that's it. Guess that's what I got. Here we go. Now what that looks like from underneath is a much cooler. I am going to need to select this, duplicate. No, wait, yes, duplicate. And actually move them over instead of what I did last time, where I didn't duplicate it all. I just moved it. And that's going to look much better from underneath. You're going to be actually walking underneath this, so it's kind of important for it to look nice, because you will see that as a ceiling. And I'm going to save it, and I'm going to go take care of... I gotta feed my son, because he's wanting a... he just woke up. And, yeah. Let me do that. Get this wall finished out. And this is coming along much Much nicer than yesterday. Okay, cool. There we go. Alright, I'm going to turn off the stream now and go feed my son.